Thank you sa ating maganda na, masipag pa at magaling na Vice Mayor Chi Atienza. Okay. Alam po ninyo yung binanggit niya kanina na maaari magiging masigla ang hanap buhay sa lungsod ng Maynila next year. I'm pretty sure about it because the country officially received as a host of the ASEAN next year. So congratulations, Philippines. Congratulations to our President, President Bongbong Marcos, for hosting next year's big event in the region. And we are very excited because most of the activities that will happen during the course of hosting the ASEAN is in Manila. And the first industry who will receive such favor is the hospitality industry. So lalong-lalo na itong, malamang ito, fully booked na naman itong Hotel Lapid Chinatown Mall. A mall and hotel. No? We're very excited for that. At napakasipag ng ating Direktor ng Tourism ng Manila, ang ating Direktor Crystal Bagaching. Ayan. Anyway, before I continue, I would like to recognize Gigi Gao, our General Manager. Ma'am Gigi. Gino Chen, our partner, been helping the City of Manila with regard to our peace and order logistical challenges. Yan ang ating FFCCII. At Ms. Noriko Misoguchi, General Manager, Lucky Chinatown. Japanese ka ba? Talaga? Ha? Kumbawa. Domo arigato, gumastos ka. Attorney Lea Tanodra Armamento, former Commission on Human Rights. Michael John Oganlinola, Manager Binondo Chinatown Museum, which I have experience and saw during my first term. Nag-visit ako doon. Kelvin Uy, to the media partners who are present here, Business Mirror, Malaya, Chinese Com News, Manila Bulletin, and Lakbay. To all of you, to the guests, to the hotel family, Lucky Chinatown Hotel, good afternoon, good evening. And yes, it's true, it's the end time of us lighting Christmas tree for our business owner in the city. And yes, it's true, it is in our own little way, showing the support of your city government in these activities sa business sector. On top of ASEAN activities that we wanted really to have it and support it, is simply because to create more foot traffic in the city of Manila across business industry. Yun talaga ang goal ko, na muling bumalik ang tao sa lungsod at ang negosyo. And to share it to you, for the past 4 months, modesty aside, because of reviving our old policy. This is an old, but it's good. There are things that are old, but good. Old in such a way, when I became mayor in 2019-2022, we created a policy of addressing the ease of doing business in the city of Manila. And those policies were in place, and that generated so much traction, so much positive vibes and perspective from the businesses went back to the city at the time. But nung nawala ko, medyo iniba yung landas. And I brought it back to the same policy and much better And with those policy in place, particularly in ease of doing business in the city of Manila, that generated almost 7,000 new business registered in the city government of Manila in 4 months. So napakahalaga talaga ng partisipasyon, pulisiya at programa ng pamahalaan. Because with those things in place, at maramdaman ng negosyante, papasok ang negosyo. And that's what we wanted, not because of the taxes that we are going to generate. No. Ano lang yun, maliit na portion, kasi natural naman yung taxes. But what we wanted is to really to provide opportunity for our people in the city of Manila, for them to have jobs. Because businesses create jobs. Jobs create stability in the family and stability in the community. Pag ang tao may hanap buhay, payapa ang pamayanan. Kasi walang sino mang naghahanap buhay na nakararaos naman, may napaghahari mo na ng pamilya, na mamemberwisyo pa ng kapwa. Hindi. Kaya minsan na itutulak yung iba sa kadiliman ng buhay, dala ng personal na pangangailangan ng kanilang pamilya. So, our peace and order situation approach to address it is to provide more opportunity for our people. Mas maraming trabaho, mas tahimik ang pamayanan. And that goes with our Chichi and I and the entire City Council would always invest into MBN, minimum basic needs. Housing, education, healthcare, and jobs. Those are the 4 pillars of what will be the direction of the city government in terms of delivery of services. These 4 things, ito po ang aking sa maliit ko man lamang na pagkakaunawa at kaalaman. Ito ang uri ng programa ng gobyerno na makapagpapataas ng katatayuan ng tao. The quality of life in the city. And the good thing about Manila, while we are old, we have a lot of history. In fact, sinabi kanina ni Gigi na ito ang oldest Chinatown in the world and the biggest. And the biggest. Kaya natutuwa ko na ang mga negosyo, kahit na hirap na hirap ang hospitality industry because of downturn of our tourism. Now, that is foreign. But we as Filipino, we can visit our country. You can go to Boracay. You can go to Palawan. You can go to Port Santiago. You can go to Intramuros. You can go to our national shrine. And all other places in the city of Manila. You can go to Stona. You can go to Arroceros Park. There are so many places in Manila. Kaya may awa ang Diyos, tingin ko, the sun will shine again in our country in 2026. The sun will shine again in the city of Manila in 2026. I am very optimistic, while I know in your heart, in your mind, there is what you call troublesome incidents in our country. Huwag niyong alalahanin yun, away lang ng mga politiko yun. Pagkatapos niya, magbabati-bati rin yan. What matters most today is you.
Yes.
You and you. I think it is the job of the government to really focus on sa nasasakupan niya. Either mapalukal, mapanasyonal. Yun ang trabaho ng pamahalaan. In the case of City of Manila, nakita niyo naman, yung mga politiko sa Maynila, maraming sinabi sa akin masasakit. At mga masasakit na talagang nakadudurog ng puso. Pero ano ang ginawa ng inyong alkalde o ng inyong mayor? Pinatawad ko na lang. Bahala na kayo sa buhay ninyo. Diyos na lang ang bahala sa inyo. We forgive them in the simple reason, teka muna, nagkakaguluhan tao. pati ba naman kami, pangingibabawin pa namin ang mga personal namin alitan at the expense of our people. And that creates uncertainty pagka yun na nangyari. Kaya kung bakit minabuti kong kayo na lang ang lingunin ko, isang tabi ko na lang ang damdamin ko. Yung damdamin kong nasugatan, o what you call sa kantang, pusong sinugatan. But that is only me. You know, in leadership, sometimes you look at the bigger picture. When you create certainty, business will come. When you create a policy that will, the very next day you can do open business, people will come. And I think numbers don't lie. The effects of policies. So there are two things, negatively and positively. You cannot lie with numbers. But as far as Manila is concerned, I'm really happy and excited that the jobs were generated, almost 15,000 na trabaho. Ang new jobs were created, including our seniors. Natutuwa ako, binalik na ng mga negosyante yung pakiusap ko na mag-hire ng senior citizen. Ibinalik na yung policy ko dati sa mga business establishment na mag-hire ng PWDs. I'm happy that we gave opportunity sa ating mga lolo't lola. Pasensya na kayo mga bata. Medyo paborito ko lang yung mga lolo't lola ko. Yung mga senior citizen natin. We wanted them to feel that they are still part of the community. They have great value, experience, and skills and knowledge sa ating community. So today, we are here. We are going to light up a symbol of giving. Because Merry Christmas, or Christmas for that matter, as a matter of belief, me as a Catholic, and as a matter of culture, yung tradisyon. Tayo ay pag Pasko, madalas ang bigayan. Ay maswerte yung sityo, nairaos ko na kahapon yung kanilang bonus. Yung 13 month na. O pagamat kabado ako noong isang linggo dahil ang layo ko pa sa 317 million. But sabi ko do your best and God will take care of the rest. At nakaraos kami. At mukhang makakaraos pa ang ibang bahagi ng pamahalang lungsod. Before I went here, I had a fiscal briefing. At mukhang gumaganda. Lalong-lalo na yung mga minamahal ko rin PWD at solo parent. Konti na lang. Maitatawid ko na yung marami kasi kaming obligasyon, Ma'am Gigi. Kumbaga sa pelikula ni Sharon Cuneta, pasan ko ang lady. But it's all about giving. Giving love, affection to one another. Let's show to the world that the longest Christmas in the world is being celebrated in the Philippines. And that 1/4 of the year, we always care and show empathy, sympathy, love, and concern to one another. We, as Filipinos, not only as Manileños, we should not hate each other because of political beliefs. That is something for politicians, not for you. We should unite. We should continue to be concerned and let be man for others ang umiral sa puso at isipan natin. Ipagmalasakit natin ang ating pamilya, ang ating kapwa, ang ating pamayanan, ang ating pamayanan. Because at the end of the day, nakita nyo, nagtakbuhan lang sa abroad yung iba. Sino naiwan? Ordinaryong mama. So we must continue to believe that better things will come to us. Now, in my own little way, as your mayor, with the vice mayor and the city council and your city government official, pumanatag kayo, magbubuti kami. Magsisikap kami. We will try to be efficient in expenditures, in allotting limited resources that may live lives our people, the same manner, stimulate the local economy of the city. So sa inyo lahat, Merry Christmas! And I wish for each and everyone that there will be peace for the country, for the city, for the world in 2026. And let's continue to pray for the safety and peace for one another. I think that will be the best thing that we can offer, prayer for city, country, and the world. So muli, awa ang Diyos, sisigla ulit ang ating lungsod, ang Kapitolyo ng bansa. And all these things I cannot do without you. I need you. Help me. Let's be together, because together we can make Manila great again. Magandang gabi at pagpalain nawa kayo ng buong Manila. Maraming salamat po. Manila, God first. Thank you.